How do you get your kids to share when guests come round? I was asked about this recently. You know what it's like when you invite a friend round with their little one. You want to enjoy a nice cup of tea and a catch-up, but your child just fusses and refuses to accept another child playing with their toys. As far as they're concerned, the visiting child is playing with it all wrong, or using the best one, etc., etc. So what do I do about it? Well, it's all about the preparation. First, make your child aware that you are expecting visitors if you can. Talk about what it's like to be a guest at someone else's house. How exciting it is to find different toys to play with. Talk about how it makes you feel when you go around somebody else's house and have lots to play with that's new. Explain that it's really good to make our guests feel like that when they come to our house. Talk about the particular guest that you're having and ask, what do you think they'll want to play with? Discuss the different options that we've got. But also think about how you feel when you have visitors around. As an adult, we wouldn't be comfortable sharing everything we possess with a guest. We'd want to hold back some things. So why do we expect our kids to be any different? Children will naturally be more attached to some toys than others. And it's not always predictable to us as adults which ones these are. So, when you talk to your child about which toys your guests might want to play with, also consider anything that they really don't want to share. This is perfectly fine and perfectly normal. Take those precious items and place them in a safe place like a bedroom cupboard, well out of sight and reach of the guests. Once the selection of toys has been made and approved by your child, it is then not unreasonable to expect sharing and help reinforce this behaviour. Making this clear to a younger child can be quite hard still. It is completely normal for children to struggle with sharing, and it takes a lot of repetition in order to learn these manners. Here are some of the things that I do and say to help my children with this sharing. I make sure that they don't take something out of another child's hand. By this, I really mean snatching. Having a toy in someone's hand is a clear way for your child to see that that person is playing with it. Therefore, they shouldn't take it. It's also easy to explain to a child to help them see when they have got sharing wrong. This approach can be hard with some toys, for example cars, because you don't always hold them the whole time you're playing with them. With these, there are often more items that are similar though. You don't just have one car, you probably have a collection. So I like to take the approach of asking my child which one the other child can play with. For example, I'll say, there are lots of cars, there's enough for both of you. Which one are you going to give to your friend to play with? The choice for the child here is not whether the guest can play or not, but which item they can use, reinforcing that sharing is expected. If there are still issues, suggest turn taking. This only works with gentle prompting though. A small child can lose interest quite quickly in an item, so if this happens, it's easy to suggest handing over the item as soon as they're moving on to something else. If it doesn't happen like this, then a timer system may work, or suggesting that one child plays with it until you get them a drink, and then afterwards the other child plays with it. When the child hands over an item, be sure to comment on what good sharing they're doing. So next time you have guests around, discuss the visit in advance and plan your toy selection. It really does make a huge difference to how much time you're going to get to chat with your visitor and enjoy that drink while it's still hot. For other advice like this and inspiration to help your kids learn, please subscribe to Curious Kids 101. Follow us on social media or check out our shop on Etsy. Bye for now.